Hey friends, so we're out here today at Busch Gardens Tampa Bay. We've come back to Tampa for a day because this is where we're flying from, back to the UK. So we come out to experience all the roller coasters here. I am not going to wait any longer to ride Iron Gwarzi. I've really wanted to be riding that for a very long time. It looks insane. We could see it from the side of the road a second ago. It looks amazing. So we're going to go around, just ride all the roller coasters and have a good time, and then we're going to leave here later on this afternoon and head back to the airport and go back to the UK. So this is the final actual activity day for us here in Florida, or in the US as a whole. So hopefully you guys do enjoy the video throughout. If you do, give us a thumbs up, do appreciate it. It really does help us out a lot. And it would be great if you could hit the subscribe button and bell icon to be notified when we post all new videos. Let's go and ride some roller coasters. We've got a brand new entrance sign here at Busch Gardens for all the animals and all of the roller coasters. This is great here, by the way. So you've got the heights of all of the roller coasters, so you can see which ones you can ride before you go in. The only one that's not on there actually is Iron Gwarzi. Oh, it is! Oh, I lied. That's 48. Interesting that Falcon's Fury, Kumba, Cheetah, Montu and Tigris are all 54 then. When Iron Gwarzi is like insane. You've got Iron Gwarzi going up. We're going to get on that later today. Where to go, where to go, where to go. Right, so we got Montu, Cheetah Hunt. That way. There, just let Iron Gwarzi crest over the top. And down. It looks incredible. The great thing about Busch Gardens is that you've got all of these animal enclosures as well, so it's kind of like a zoo whilst also being a theme park. So we've got a sign outside Cheetah Hunt saying we're working to get this ride open as quickly as possible. Thank you for your patience. So we're gonna just keep going. We're gonna go down to Montu instead, and hopefully that one will be open. If not, then it won't be the greatest day here at opening of Busch Gardens, although we did actually see Montu going round when we came in the park. Look at this. That facade looks absolutely incredible. Like, they've integrated that so well with the building there. We've just come off of Montu, that classic B&M. You're going to hear the whirl in the air when you walk past it. It's absolutely fantastic. I love the B&M coasters. That's very reminiscent of Nemesis. Basically the exact same ride. That's a lot bigger, so that's got more to it. But when I say exact same ride, I mean like the same ride system. So we're going to go. Cobra's Curse is currently posted at a 55-minute wait, so we're going to go and grab a drink, maybe a little snack. The operations around here haven't been the best so far. We can't see wait times in the app for some reason, and none of the team members seem to understand why. One person was like, oh, I don't know, I'm new here. Another guy was like, oh, it's because we open at 11, they don't, they open at 10. So it's just not really very clear. Other than that, the theming is fantastic. I do like the park as a whole. We're back in the Florida heat, and it is it's toasty today. It's very toasty. Next up, we're going to go on Cheetah Hunt. This is a classic Intamin launch roller coaster. A few pretty intense launches in here. And so it's a 30-minute wait. This is cool. We got facts in the ride queue. We got ride duration of 3.5 minutes, 16 seats per train, guest capacity of 1370. Oh, very cool. And we've got this really cool cheetah here. Oh, that's nice. Oh, that's cool.
Enjoy! I'm gonna go! Are you gonna
Oh. Did you get it? Look, Jess. Cheetah Hunt. 3 launches in there, which was fantastic. Heartline roll, you had one inversion. It was just a good ride. I really enjoyed that. 2.5 minutes as well. It's a long ride, nearly as long as Smiler. Fantastic, absolutely fantastic. We're now going to go on Cobra's Curse. We'll get to that in just a second. This is one of the beautiful launches here. Launches up here and then over the top. Absolutely amazing. Getting ready, you can hear it. So we are back over this way. We've got Cobra's Curse. Now posted at a 35-minute wait. It's starting to come down around this area because this is like the entrance area of the park. So this is quite a unique ride system, and I will put some ride footage in so you can see what I mean. Very interesting ride.
The dance awakens, my power grows.
That's big coasters. Ready? Cobra's Curse. Cobra's Curse. It's a weird ride because it does make you feel a little bit queasy, but it's such a unique ride system with that lift at the beginning, and as you go up you sort of like sway side to side, which Becky was saying to me, it's like doing that as we're going up. It's really unique. And then also you've got that element where it spins as well. I've never seen anything like it, and I'm sure there is another one very similar out there somewhere, probably at another Busch Gardens in the USA actually, but it's just so unique. I love it. We're gonna head a bit deeper inside Busch Gardens now, and I'm thinking maybe we're gonna go around and have a look at Sheikra maybe Iron Gwarzi, those kind of rides. Iron Gwarzi we've never done, as I said at the top of the video, like there was no way I was not going to get on that, you know, any time longer. I didn't want to wait any longer to get on it. It looks incredible. So majestic. We got two. We got two of them there. So we're back really at the entrance, and we got Cheetah, we got Iron Gwarzi and the Moroccan village this way. So that's where we're going to go. We're going to go up to the Iron Gwarzi. It's really just actually a nice park. It feels like Satan's armpit here today, so we're going to go and get a soft serve ice cream in the Moroccan area. She's trying to feed the Moroccan guy. Swirl ice cream. £3.20. £3.20. It was like $3.93. In the ice cream shop, you've got a full model of Iron Gwarzi. This is what we're going to get ourselves in for in just a second. Oh, that looks interesting. It looks a little bit like Lightning Rod that we did at Dollywood. And if you haven't checked out our Dollywood video, I'll put a link up in the top corner so you can go and see that. But it's got a very similar, like, you know, wooden steel hybrid with the launch. Although I think this is a lift hill rather than a launch, because that's quite the drop. Absolutely demolished that ice cream. Interestingly, you got Iron Gwarzi here, Gwazi gliders, little kiddie ride here. That's cute to see. It's cute that they've got something the kids aren't missing out on the Gwazi. If you pitch it to them as we're going on Gwazi, and then you can put them on this little Gwazi ride. Quite cute. We're going to leave it for just a second. Posted at 35, but I think it's a weird day because Howlow Scream is tonight, so it's not actually that busy. But Cobra's Curse was, the operations on Cobra's Curse weren't great. The operations on Cheetah Hunt were even worse. It was taking them 2 minutes to dispatch, which is insane. We're going to go and do a few other little rides around the park. Might do Sheepcroft. It's not a little ride, but that was posted at a 5-minute wait before. So we're going to see if we can get on that. We've got kind of a few of those kinds of rides. How cool is this? Stand back up, stand back up, and hop around. This is like a kids' Halloween thing. So you've got multiple trick-or-treat stations, kids' costume parade, storytelling, and so much more. This is so cute. You've got kids dressed up in costumes. They're doing trick-or-treating. That's really good. Decorations galore. And loads of, like, merchandise opportunities, of course. This is cool. Then we've got team members dressed up. We've got pin trading down there as well. Pin trading line. Wow. Okay. This is amazing though. I'm really impressed with Busch Gardens for this, because kids don't have anything like this at Universal at all. It's Halloween Horror Nights and it's horror. It's scary. It's not for kids at all. This is great. So we were going to go up to Sheepcroft and Scorpion and stuff like that, but by time we'd seen the spooktacular thing there and then looked at the map, and we were like, you know what, we can't, we'll just come back. We'll go on Iron Gwarzi now, get it done, get it out of the way. First time today. Maybe we'll do 2 times today. I don't know. It depends how the crowd levels are looking later on at 5 o'clock-ish. If at like 5 o'clock, they're looking better, then maybe I'll try and get back on it. Ready?
Yeah.
Oh wow. What a view. Oh my days. Oh my days. Oh my gosh. Oh! Alright, I get this part out of the way. I said it before, say it again. Operations, absolutely disgraceful. They've got a board up there that's saying we're dispatching in 60 seconds essentially, because it's green, then it goes to red if you're over those 60 seconds. They were doing dispatch in 2.5 minutes. You know, we're talking 150 seconds to dispatch a car. We're waiting to unload for, 60 seconds, 70 seconds, just sat waiting to unload, which is annoying. But the ride. Quite a restrictive ride in stomach, legs area, but I thoroughly enjoyed that ride. An inversion, upside down, going upside down on a wooden hybrid coaster. Something to me says, whoa, that's weird, that's crazy, that's cool. And it was just such a good ride. It wasn't as smooth as I expected, but it has been open like a year at this point. So, it's had a year to settle in, but such a good ride. It's just sad with that dispatch because you are really excited and then it's all gone when you get back to the load bay. Unlike Velocicoaster where they're clapping you get all excited that you're back. It's great. As I said at the top of the video, you've got some interesting things here. You've got Kangaloom, which is an interactive kangaroo experience. You've got Walkabout Way here, and you've got Kookaburra Aviary. So you've got all these like zoo elements here at Busch Gardens, which is just really nice. We've got all of these green barriers. These are all for Howler Scream, I'm going to assume. So I can't imagine they're here all year round. This is the first time we've been to Busch Gardens at this time of year. First time we've been here in 5 years, actually. With Busch Gardens being owned by SeaWorld, that means you've got Sesame Street here as well.
Hello!
We've got a little show going on over here.
Thank you for joining us, Grover. Oh my goodness, look at all these new friends we're making. And they're so good at guessing games. So we're going to play our last one. Do you want to join us? Okay, so our last one, this friend is...
This is the Sunny Day Theatre.
Red, and say louder. Elmo!
It's Elmo!
Wow,
Yes!
great job, guys!
We've got this little kids roller coaster here as well, which is quite cute in the Sesame Street land. Just a small little roller coaster for them. Starter coaster of sorts. That's cute. Snack and Getty, which is hot dogs, Uncrustables and cotton candy. Currently closed, unfortunately. But we've got this big, like, climbing frame area here, which is amazing. Oh, there's like a little Jeep ride, safari Jeep ride. And then you've got is that a miniature log flume? Or, it is. It's like a baby log flume. Oh, that's cute. Wait, look at the drop on it.
Oh, that's steep.
That's a steep drop for them. This is cute. This is really cute. You've got a full climbing frame around here as well. This is a great area. This is a really good area for children. They're pretty... Yeah. You got a little carousel around there. You got hub and spoke elephant romp ride, swings. Shikra, Stanley Falls Flume, Tigris, Stanleyville train station and the theatre. So this is where we're going. It was really difficult to get out of the Sesame Street area. I thought you'd have an exit here, but it wasn't the case. We had to go all the way back down. It's a very strange park, this. Raven's Mill. This is a little scare zone here. Pumpkins, scary pumpkins and vines all hanging. This is a nice walk through actually. I feel like we're walking over the road. It does feel like we're walking over the road. I don't think it actually is. This feels like a cornfield or something. We're walking into a cornfield. Right, we're gonna go and get some food actually at the Zambia Smokehouse. So we're going to go left first off, and then we'll come back and go on Shikra or something after that. If it's open. It did say it was down all day today when we first came in, but the app said it was open at one point. Zambia Smokehouse is where we're going to go for lunch now. We haven't seen Shikra go around at all. So you've got s'mores, cheesecake, chocolate pudding, chocolate cupcake, vanilla. Oh, it's not really in the right line. You've got cookies, brownies, pickles, salads, coleslaw, chocolate chip shrimp, brown roll, another cookie, carrots, grapes, rib platter, brisket platter, and smoked chicken down the end as well. We've got a rib platter, we've got a brisket platter coming up, and we've got a chicken platter as well. And the price is $21.99, $19.99 and $19.99. So we got ourselves the beef brisket platter, we got the s'mores cheesecake, and we got Coke. And I think it came to $43 altogether, which is an insane price actually, considering we've just essentially got one meal with a dessert. That's expensive, it's really expensive. So that is Tigris. It's very similar, and I say very similar, it's exactly the same to Electric Eel over at SeaWorld San Diego. It's not a very long ride. It's not a very long ride at all. Couple of ups, couple of downs, shoot you through the launch, go one over, and then you're done. So the actual ride is only 40 seconds, 45 seconds. It's not anything special. So we're going to leave it. Also, I've been calling it Tigris all day. And actually, not even all day. I've been calling it Tigris this whole time.
Your whole life?
My whole life. And it's actually Tigris, which makes sense, because tigers. Something just didn't click there with me. I don't know why. Look at this cool photo spot. Pretty awesome. Yeah, so we're not going to do it. It's not worth it. We did Electric Eel at San Diego before we started the channel. And that was fun, but again, not worth the wait for me personally. We're going to go up. We've got a log flume here, which is Stanley Falls Flume. Is it a log flume or a log flume then? It actually says flume, not flume.
Oh yeah.
Just joking. It's
Curly
the font
F.
that they've used. It's like a weird curly F. The splash looks really good on this actually, but we're probably going to go and ride the river rapids. And then we've got Kumba and we've got Scorpion to ride as well. So I think that's what we'll do, those. They're only listed at a 5-minute wait in the app as well, which is pretty good. Just backtracking slightly, we had the food from the Smokehouse there. Really good food. Really good food. was very impressed. Beef brisket, you had like a garlic toast on there as well, chips and some beans that had like beef brisket in the beans, barbecue beans. So good. I really enjoyed that. Very expensive, $43 it came to, as I said, but good food. I don't mind paying the money when it's good food. You got, what is it guys? What is it? It's Tigris. Just going over my shoulder. We're walking through another scare zone as well. The scare zones look really good here. I quite like them. I think, just walking through them in the day, they look better than Universal's. Haven't seen them at night though. Look at this for theming though. Oh, they've got like this mini hut there. Very cool. Very, very cool area. Interestingly, they actually have a Chick-fil-A here at Busch Gardens, which is an interesting addition. We're going to go on the Congo River Rapids, hopefully. And I'm excited to go through this because they've got those misting fans as well. So we've done the rapids, which were pretty good. They weren't well themed, but they got you wet, and that's what's important about rapids, right? That's what we like. Train track just underneath us here. I think that's actually a train station just underneath us, which is pretty cool. Rumba Rapids. The rapids were good, yeah, we enjoyed those, and then we came over. One thing with SeaWorld and Busch Gardens is that most of the rides, they're like, oh, you can't take a bag on it, but then they make you pay for a locker. They don't let you just leave it at the side of the station. So you can't take a bag on it, and we're going to charge you for a locker, which is really frustrating and feels to me like just a cash grab, unfortunately. But then we went on Kumba as well, and Kumba was great. It was a pretty intense roller coaster, bit of a headbanger, but there was some really nice elements during that ride. Especially the roll towards the end of the ride where you sort of go up and round and back on yourself. So I'll put some ride footage in of Kumba now so you can see what it looks like. Just a really, really cool roller coaster. Just a little bit rough, sadly. Big Ed's Winner's Circle. Cool mural.
My soul is so cold.
We're just saying, I think what the issue is today, because Howler Scream is tonight, I think maybe they've like moved a lot of their staff to the evening for Howler Scream. So they're running a little bit more of a skeleton staff here in the morning, and then later this evening they'll have loads of staff on, because maybe they just don't have enough staff to cover full, you know, I think it's open till like midnight tonight or 1 o'clock or something. So it's essentially 3 shifts, and you don't have enough staff to cover all 3 shifts. So maybe you just move them from the day to the night, maybe. Right, I'm gonna break my cardinal rule. don't do drop towers. Here we go. I'm going to go on Falcon's Fury because Becky wants to do it. So Falcon's Fury is an interesting one because it's a drop tower, but it lifts you up so you are facing the ground. How long are you at the top for before it drops?
It kind of varies, but it's typically like 5 to 7 seconds.
So this is what we're about to go on. What have I done to myself here? Really high.
Oh, there we go.
If I have a heart attack up here,
Yeah.
I'm gonna cry
Oh.
during the heart attack. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, I am not looking forward to this. So, we were going to go on that. I was petrified, and then the gods shined a light on us, and also a lot of rain. And the heavens opened. Look, I mean, this was bone dry a second ago. But what that means is basically Florida is Florida. And if there's lightning within 3 to 4 miles of the resort, I think, you would have seen it in our Universal videos. All of the rides just go down, and they're all roller coasters in this park. You can hear the thunder happening. The skies are grey. So sadly, I think that's the end of our roller coaster day.
Pick it up. Oh. That might just
You got elephants. Well, one elephant. Oh, there's 2.
That one's coming at that.
I think that
It's free.
protects them from the sun.
That's free.
No, I think it protects
One
them
there,
from the
and then
sun.
2 around the back. So the newest ride here at Busch Gardens is Serengeti Flyer. Now all of the rides are down in the park at the moment because of inclement weather, and I think that means it's going to basically put an end to our day because it's 5 PM at the moment. But Serengeti Flyer is one of those like hydraulic swings. There's a proper name for them, and I'll put that in the bottom corner, but as I said earlier, this isn't the place where I'll be doing that all the time because I just don't know. Yeah, it swings. I think they changed it slightly, so one side goes like the full height, so that'll come basically at a 90-degree angle both sides, and the other one just doesn't swing as intense. But they have got a test seat out here. Interestingly, it says here, larger guests, this attraction's restraint system may not accommodate guests with certain body dimensions. Interesting that they've got that. So yeah, that's the newest ride here. I wasn't super fussed about doing it anyway, but it is sad that we've been forced to not do it. It does look cool, and it's good that they've got a more flat ride of sorts here at Busch Gardens rather than just roller coasters, but it's still not indoor dark rides. Do I think he's prepared? Not for the rain. He wants to eat the children. Ooh. They're nice. I like hyenas. They're very majestic. Scary, but majestic. We found the hyenas. Look at this one. Oh, he's moving. He's got an itchy. Oh, he's got an itchy face.
Yeah, it's a hyena. Wait, no, cheetah. Wait, no, the hyena.
He's
It's a hyena.
Oh, look at this. It's difficult to see, but he's like rolled on his back. How cute was that? Like, you never, ever, ever see hyenas that close. Just amazing. By the way, I had to switch to my phone because it's raining and the camera's not waterproof. go figure. But yeah, we're just taking this opportunity to see some of the animals. What have we got here? We've got an African crested porcupine, and they're all like trying to get away from the rain at the moment. That's why we saw the hyenas like that. And show you this porcupine quickly.
He's so scared to come out. He's really spineless.
I'm gonna get divorced, aren't I? There's two of them in there. Either they're spineless or they're just enjoying each other's company. You put Netflix on and chill. So that's the porcupines. The porcupines are just here in the thing to the left. And then here you've got giraffes and you've got zebra as well. Is there impala in here too? And addax. Okay, I can't see the impala and the addax, but we've got, let me zoom in so you guys can see a bit better. Right, so you got giraffes. There are 3 in the camera at the moment. You got zebra there. There's a zebra, I think, just behind the rock as well. A couple of zebra.
There's lots of zebra behind the rock.
Is there a lot? Okay, and then you've got
A dazzle.
a dazzle of zebra. Ooh, and then more giraffe. Let me have a look. Oh, she was not lying. I thought there was just one. There are like quite a few there. There's supposed to be addax and impala in here as well, but I can't see them. But that's cool. I think this park is very strange because you've got the roller coasters right there, which I think is a bit like
Loud.
yeah.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
was thinking that.
I don't like the idea of it. They're probably like so frustrated with the roller coasters because you've got Cobra's Curse and you've got what's it called? Montu? Montu, yeah, like going Montu's around the back there. Cobra's Curse there. It's probably it probably disturbs them a lot.
At least in Animal Kingdom, there's got a bit more room between the rides and the animals. Like it's a lot more spread out.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard what Becky said there, but she was basically saying Disney's Animal Kingdom, it's a bit more spread out, so the sounds of the rides don't interfere with the animals too much. They seem a little bit more considerate to the animals there. Oh, we've got the canoe outpost here. Nile River Canoe, and then we're down a little bit further and this is where the hippo are, I think. Let's see if we can see any hippo.
Lots of fishes.
There are a lot of fish. Yeah, tons and tons of fish.
There it is.
Where is he? Oh, goodness me. So yeah, it was basically like the end of the day for us because it was raining so much that I don't think they're going to put the rides back up anymore. They'll just say there's incremental weather, and then it just means they don't have to put the rides back up. So we're going to go into the Emporium, see what kind of goods we can get, see if we can get a magnet because that's what we want, and then we'll head out. Still looking for a magnet. Can't really find the magnets anywhere. Magnet. So this is what we're going for, Busch Gardens Tampa Bay. I think it's $12.99, it said it on the back, but we just saw some that were crossed out, so we'll see how much it comes to. Alright, so that is the end of a pretty weird day here at Busch Gardens. I wanted to bring Becky here into the outro because we've both got some kind of thoughts and feelings after today. I was so excited to come here, and I didn't want it to be a complaining video because I love Florida. I love the theme parks in Florida.
And we came here especially.
We came here especially, yeah. Like, we chose to leave from Tampa to come to Busch Gardens to some extent. And the rides have been great. I've really enjoyed the rides. But the operations today, the operations have been terrible. 3-minute loads for Iron Gwarzi, or 3-minute dispatch for Iron Gwarzi. Awful. You've had, like...
Considering that was a new ride as well, and like the new rides at Universal, like Tigris and Velocicoaster, just 30 seconds done.
Yeah, yeah, the operations at Velocicoaster are incredible. So that was very disappointing to see that, unfortunately, that it was just really poor operations. And then the staff, the team members here, I think SeaWorld and Busch Gardens call them ambassadors. They have just not been good.
No.
They've been rude. They've been just chatting to each other.
Yeah.
They've spent more time like on their phones and, you know, just gas bagging with each other than anything else. And it's quite
There's
sad.
definitely not a level of service there that we expect in Florida.
Yeah, if you're expecting like Disney and Universal level service, you ain't getting it. You ain't getting it here. I wouldn't, you know, with that, you know, I can understand bad operations if rides go down for weather or something like that. But if you're just poor at loading and you're poor at communicating and you're just like a little bit rude about your attitude to people, then, you know, that's not what we expect. So with that being said, I wouldn't take a day out of your vacation to come here. The last time we did this was back in 2018, so it's been 5 years since we've been to, well, like 5.5 years since we've been to Busch Gardens. So I was really excited to come back. I still feel like I'm happy I came back, but I now feel like I ain't gonna do it again for like 4 or 5 years again.
I think as well with the weather, it's not really worth risking here because it's you know, if you're in Orlando, which you probably are, it's going to be an hour and a half to get here, round, and then an hour and a half back. And then if the weather, because in Florida you never can tell what the weather's going to do, so you might wake up and it'll be beautiful sunshine, and then by the time you've got to 3 o'clock like today, it was tipping it down, and we've lost the rest of our day. But we had that when we went to Islands of Adventure, and that was, we could still, although we, you know, it's not our favourite rides, we could still do Cat in the Hat, Kong, Spider-Man, and there were a few other indoor rides. But here, when they shut the rides down, they said all the rides in the park are closed because there is nothing inside at all. Even the kids' rides.
Yeah, they're all outside, so it's a little bit frustrating in that sense. I think obviously we're here like in kind of towards the tail end of hurricane season, so that, like, you know, that adds a factor into it. But I think, you know, like if you're going to do it, if you're really desperate on doing it, come in like February, March time when you're less likely to have inclemental weather, and then you can kind of get away with doing it and you won't have any issues. But other than that, you know, I wouldn't say come in anywhere near hurricane season because this can happen anytime. The other thing that's really been a bugbear for me today, there's a 5% service charge that Busch Gardens and SeaWorld Resorts and Parks have started adding on to everything.
And it's really expensive anyway.
Yeah.
Everything is really expensive. That magnet was $13 without any tax or service charge on it. And then you also, like, the meal was $43.
Yeah.
It's really expensive. More expensive than Disney or Universal, I would say.
Yeah, so basically we got a bottle of Coke and it came to like $6.50. I don't know how that compares to Disney. It might be a little bit more expensive, it might be a little bit less. I think it's a little bit more. But it's that 5% service charge that really irks me because it is advertised. It's advertised in incredibly small print right at the bottom of the menu and says taxes and price doesn't include taxes and 5% service charge, but nobody can actually explain what the service charge is outside
It's called a surcharge, not a service charge.
Surcharge.
So you're not even paying full service, you're paying for a surge. But what is the surge?
Yeah. So it's basically like the cost of everything's gone up, so we're going to charge you 5% more.
Yeah. So change the menu.
Change prices around the resort.
Yeah.
You know, if you want to add 5% to everything, add 5% to everything, and be upfront and honest about it.
And then on that same vein, we had the locker issue.
Yeah, and they also charge you for lockers here. So
the first few rides that we did, so Cheetah Hunt and
Cobra's Curse,
we kind of just left the bags to the side or took them on with us, and that was okay. Even though they said in the lines, we thought, well, let's risk it and see what they say. But then when we got to Iron Gwarzi, because there was no one on the platform to leave them, before we even went in the queue, she was like, you have to use a locker. And
the lockers are $2 a time. For the first, I think, 2 hours, and then $1 for every hour after that. So it's like basically $1 an hour. Or you can get one for $10 that will roam around the park for the day, which is fine. You know, $10 isn't too bad, but I think it's the fact that, like,
they make
it's mandatory.
Yeah.
You know, if you want us to use a locker and you haven't got anywhere for us to put it on the platform, then, you know, make them free like Universal do for like the ride time for like 30 minutes or something. So yeah, A couple of things that have kind of added up to leave us a little bit frustrated. Obviously, you know, we'll caveat some of this. The weather has frustrated us a little bit, but we're used to it because it's Florida, so we know what to expect. But the rest of the things, the operations, the surcharge, the prices in general, the bad team members, the lockers, like all of that stuff, just kind of added up to be a little bit of a funky day. But Iron Gwarzi was great. I enjoyed that. And I enjoyed Cheetah Hunt. I enjoyed Cobra's Curse because the uniqueness of Cobra's Curse. Montu I enjoyed just because I like a suspended B&M coaster. So, you know, I had a good day riding rides, but everything around it was a little bit funk. So, yeah. With that being said, we won't be back for a little while, but hopefully you guys have enjoyed this and it's given you an idea as to whether you should come here or not. Personally,
I think if you've never done it,
yeah,
there are some unique rides to do.
But if you've done it recently, I wouldn't bother coming back. So hopefully you guys did enjoy the video throughout. If you did, give us a thumbs up. Do appreciate it. It really does help us out a lot. And it would be great if you could hit the subscribe button, bell icon to be notified when we post all new videos. And we'll see you on the other side. Thanks.